Bubble, and we're gonna be reacting to a video called "I Was Raised by Furries" by True Stories. So this actually happened. It's a true story, guys. And I just want to look at the thumbnail. Okay. Bit of an odd thumbnail choice, but that happened, I guess. Oh, hold on, I gotta take care of that. Sorry about that. Yeah, he gets a little bit rowdy every now and then. I have to put him in his place. Anyways, let's get on to the video.
Hey, my name's Toby, and I had a bit of an alternative upbringing. My therapist said sharing my story would help with my recovery, so here goes. I grew up on my parents' remote rural farm. The nearest town only had a gas station, post office, and an all-items trading shack. That's where my pa traded the beets, carrots, and corn we grew for cash and other supplies. My parents were different, only I never knew until I was much, much older. From birth, I only knew them as dogs. You see, my parents wore dog suits 24/7. Giant fluffy dog costumes that covered their entire bodies and faces.
Dude, your parents are furries? Oh, cringe, bro. Cringe. I couldn't even imagine having one parent as a furry, let alone two. Ugh.
Cringe.
I never saw them without fur. And they didn't do things by halves. So I had my own dog suit, with black and red fur, and these big wide ears. As far as I knew, we were just an ordinary little pack of dogs. Actually, one of my earliest memories is of my ma, on all fours in the bathroom, saying, "You must never let anyone see your skin suit. Only take off your fursuit on Sundays to bathe." There were no mirrors in the house, so the only time I ever really saw my own full skin face was in the blurry, rippled reflection in the bathwater. It was a sorry sight. Bald and pale. My dog face was much more handsome.
Okay, I can't, get over how ridiculous this concept is. You live in the middle of nowhere, and your parents force you to wear a fursuit. But remember, guys, this is a true story, so this actually happened. This is true. I don't want to hear anyone saying this is fake. This is real.
Anyway, Ma and Pa told me it was illegal to go around in just skin suits. They made a point of drilling into me that we would be put down if anyone ever saw us without our fursuits.
It's kind of the exact opposite, especially on the internet. Just out here killing furries.
Of course, that horrified me, to the point where I had never even left the farm boundaries. Pa was the only one allowed into town to do his trades. In the whole 15 years of my existence, I had never seen anyone other than my own dog parents.
I like the way she just slides away and just smiles. This 6-foot man, this giant man in a dog costume. It's just like, oh, I'm not dealing with this.
As I grew, Mom sewed me bigger and bigger suits, with more fur and larger features. Every now and then, I'd finish my weekly bath and find a new suit laid out beside my bed.
Dude, your mom made fursuits? And you're just living in this tiny little house? Damn, why didn't you sell that shit?
But everything changed the day there was an unexpected knock on the front door. I started barking like mad, while Ma and Pa frantically ran around the house. Suddenly, a face appeared at the window. Through a gap where one of the old boards had fallen off, I saw eyes staring at me, and a strange skin face. It was kind of like the reflection I'd seen in the bath, but at the same time completely foreign. Without warning, bright flashes of light burst through the hole and lit up the room. I yelped in shock, sensing we were in danger, but not knowing why or what it was. Defensively, I stood up on my hind legs and pawed at the gap. Pa pushed me out of the way and shouted in a deep, booming voice, "You are trespassing! You need to leave now!"
What I don't get is why this was made. Like, who made this? I guess maybe it's like a hit piece on Furrys, or just to be some weird, trying to be a viral video or something. Very strange video. Is it even a hate thing against furries?
The next day, our house was raided. The door was kicked down and more men with smooth, furless suits and naked skin faces swarmed the property. Before I knew it, I was pulled away from my parents and dragged into a waiting car, separated from them for the first time in my life. I was in sensory overload. Half of me was convinced I was about to die, while the other half of me thought I was in some kind of surreal dream. I was taken to a place where they kept trying to take off my fursuit. I lashed out and tried to bite them, not understanding that they were just medics, wanting to check me over. That was 4 years ago. My parents were charged, and I ended up being placed into foster care.
Put them in jail. Put those furries in jail where they belong, pushing their furry agenda. Sickos.
It's been tough adjusting to what everyone else calls normal life. I've had to learn to read and write a bit, and really miss the comfort and warmth of my fursuit. It was a big part of my identity.
So basically what ends up happening is the police or FBI, I think, come in and arrest the parents. I don't know how they found out, but I guess maybe the teller might have snitched on them. But it's all real, guys. So this stuff actually happens. Like it or not. FBI, open up! Come on. Come on, boy.